Hello, guys. Happy Friday. Thank you guys for joining me today on the final live for the week. My name's Raul. Thank you guys for joining me on my Facebook page. I'm going live a little later. I hope you guys didn't think I was going to flake. That's the reason why I set myself up for that Monday through Friday to make sure that I don't quit on you guys. And I keep that consistency in order for you guys to get to know me and get to take advantage of what I have to offer. I appreciate you guys joining me this week so far. Thanks for all the love. Thanks for all the support. If you guys want to know a little bit more about what I do, go ahead and visit my page, www.winwiththecoach.com. I am going to be uploading more links, more things, more materials to start adding my Facebook Live, so you guys can start actually going into that side of what I do. But here we are, guys. I'm gonna share with you something that I pay attention to. I remind myself to do something that I learned from my mentors, something that we use in our business, something that I use in order to find people. This is something that I ask people for them to have, or I ask them if they have these qualities, if they have this position. That way I can narrow down if they're going to be somebody that's going to be able to be successful in what I do. And those three things are you willing, are you hungry, and are you coachable? So I just want to go ahead and talk a little bit about those things so you can kind of understand, what's behind that and how you can use those three tools that are out there for your life, for your success, for bettering your life. Okay, so the first one is, are you willing, right? The other day I posted, if you want to be successful, if you want to win, if you want to build, if you want to be the best version of yourself, you have to be willing to fail. You have to be willing to start all over. You have to be willing to lose. You have to be willing to be embarrassed, to be awkward, to feel strange, to feel outside of your comfort zone. You have to be willing to confront childhood fears. You have to be willing to confront rejection. You have to be willing to confront conflicts around you, right? And it's those people that are able to endure all that, those people that are able to be laser focused on their mission and on their goal. And that's more important than what people would say. That's more important than acceptance, than partying, than having fun, than being social all of the time, when sometimes it's just time to work on yourself, right? Time to do you, right? So if you care too much about what people will say, or you're too scared or too lazy to try something different, something new, then your life will never change, right? That will be failure for you, right? Your life will end. Unless you're willing to try something new, you will cease to exist, put it this way, right? Because some things that we do now, maybe in the future, they're going to be obsolete. They're not going to matter. They're not going to be the same. We see this in the career choices. We see this in technology, in the advances, how things are changing. So maybe a career that was very lucrative back in the days, it's now irrelevant. So what happens if you don't learn how to use computers, how to use smartphones, how to use social media and technology? If you don't keep up with the times, how are we going to understand our children and our grandchildren, right? How are we can expect them to follow the same patterns and systems that we did, because we're living in different times? So those people that decide not to go with the flow, or to learn something new, or to reinvent themselves, they're going to be left behind. So definitely you don't want that. So again, willing. Are you willing to go through starting all over, go through failure, go through fears, go through hard work in order for you to become the best version of yourself? Are you willing? That's number one. You really have to be willing to confront all these things in order for you to get what you want, right? You have to be willing to eat a certain way, to work out at a certain time, to get to the shape that you want to be, right? Everything takes for you to be willing to do it. Are you willing to work on a relationship? Are you willing to work on yourself? Are you willing to learn something new, to get a new job? That's the point. The next one is to be hungry. One thing that's going to help you to continue to be willing, to be motivated to get what you want done, is you have to be really hungry for it. If you guys look back at some of the first videos that I did in the month of November, I talked about being hungry, being desperate, and a healthy dose of desperation and hunger. How That's super important for you. Like, how bad do you want it? Like, how bad do you want to succeed? How bad do you want to build your own business? How bad do you want a good relationship? How bad do you want to be a good student? How bad do you want to graduate from school? How bad do you want to get a raise at work or a promotion? How bad do you want to finish a marathon? How bad do you want to be able to gain muscle? How bad do you want to get healthy? How bad do you want to spend time with your kids? All of these things that we want to do in life, well, how bad do you want to do them? How hungry are you? Right? How much do you have in you, like that willpower to really get it done? So when you find something that you really want to do, you need to be hungry for it. And the thing is that you can help yourself to get hungrier and hungrier and hungrier for it, but you need to start with it. You need to start obsessing, thinking about it, being grateful for it, putting it on your vision board, writing it down, have it in your face all the time. My goal is to get a 5-bedroom house, and I'm not gonna rest. I'm not gonna stop until I do that. Then next thing you know, you're gonna meet the real estate agent. Next thing you know, you're gonna look at what your credit score is. Next thing you know, you're gonna have a down payment. Next thing you know, you're gonna make all the accommodations, right? You're gonna look for the city, look for the place, look for the home, look for the style. You're gonna look at the details of what it is you want, and you need to be specific to start attracting that to your life. So there's a lot of different steps you gotta take, right? But we gotta start somewhere. First, you look at the big picture. This is what I want. You look at the end result. I want my 5-bedroom house. This is what I want in it. This is how I want it. This is what I am working for. Next, you see where you're at. This is where your goal is. This is where I am. This is where I'm starting. What do I need to get there? Do I need more income? Do I need better budgeting? Do I need to save money? Do I need more credit, better credit? Do I need a cosigner? What is it that I need to do? Relocate, transfer in my job. How hungry are you to get what you want in life? You have to be hungry so you can fight for that survival, for that goal, that prize that you're looking for. Someone who's hungry, they say, well, this person is hungry. They're desperate for food. They're gonna do anything, everything, right? They're gonna get superhuman strength to get what they want. So how hungry are you? It takes for you to be hungry, to be consistent in your business, to show up every day, to treat your online business and your business like if it's a real business, because it is. Like you are a business owner. No one cares about their business like the owner. So you need to start caring about your business and yourself. How hungry are you to succeed in your business? Do you have a business plan? Do you have a calendar, an agenda, a schedule, a checklist? Do you have a goal, right? The way that businesses work is that they set goals for themselves. They look at trends, right? They have targets. They want to measure performance. That's how you know if a business is going well. You do inventory of what you have. You understand how much money you're investing, how much money you're getting back. You can't just wing a business. So how hungry are you to survive? How hungry are you to survive in a deserted island? You didn't know how to fish, you didn't know how to hunt, you didn't know how to make clothes from trees or a little canoe, or how to search for drinking water, whatever, clean drinking water, whatever. So you're stuck in an island, you want to survive, you need to be hungry and willing, and you need to put in that work. You have no choice. But a lot of us, we build a business or we start something and we cruise through it like it's whatever. If you live your life like whatever, the results that you get in your life are gonna be like whatever. You need to put in the work, you need to be consistent, you need to show up, you need to put in your part to do what you love. If you stop loving that, then there's something else that you like to do, then go ahead and do that. That's a whole different story, right? Life's about figuring out what's best for us. And sometimes the plan A didn't work, but guess what? We're going to continue with the goal to be successful, and we're going to find the next adventure. We're going to find the next plan. Just don't give up on it because you're not giving your 100%. Don't forget this. If you give up on something because it's not working out, you need to make sure you're honest with yourself. Why is it not working out? Was I really willing? Was I really hungry? Did I follow directions? Was I coachable? Which is the last of those three things. Being coachable is super important, because the minute you stop learning, that's the minute you stop growing, right? Our whole life, our purpose as human beings is to learn. There's always going to be somebody or somewhere to learn from. It's just end of story. I don't care if you're a guru, if you're a really old, mature, and wise, if you are like whoever you are, Wherever you are, you're going to learn from nature, you're going to learn from animal kingdom, from plants, from humans, from kids, from adults, from women, from children, from anybody. Life is about learning. You learn from God, you learn from the scriptures, you learn from life, you learn from your experiences. And guess what? Every day you have a different experience. Every day brings you an opportunity for something new, so you're going to learn. So in life, you need to be coachable. You need to find mentors. You need to find people that know more about what it is that you're trying to get and learn from them. Follow advice. They tell you, they put you to the test, they give you instructions, you follow them, right? If you don't invest in yourself and in your business enough to be coachable and listen to someone else, right? Then you're not going to get results. Because in life, for us to grow, we need to be vulnerable. What I mean is, when you go to school, there's a teacher who knows it all, right? Or what they're teaching you, and there's you, a student, who knows nothing. And this person is going to pour into you their wisdom, and you're going to be vulnerable and accept it, right? So there's always a level of vulnerability that we need to have in order for us to grow and learn, because it's something new for us. It's something different. If I'm going to pick a career or something I'm going to learn that I'm attracted to, but I have no idea how it works, I'm not going to pretend to be a professional. I'm going to put my time and study, put my time and learn. And there's always somebody to follow. There's always a teacher out there, a mentor, someone who can guide us. And that's what life's about. And as you walk through this path, this journey, your life, you're going to change mentors and change leaders and change people and change teachers. That's okay. That's perfect. That's the growth mindset. You continue growing, and everybody that comes to your life helps you learn something new. So, super important that you guys remember, are you willing to do what it takes? Are you hungry enough to be consistent, to be patient, to stick with it? And are you coachable to listen to the advice, to follow the techniques, to listen to the theory, to put it into practice, to give it a real shot? You are not perfect. No one is perfect. All you got to do is show up, step up to the plate, and take a swing at it. And the more consistent you are, we always hear these stories of people that don't give up. They're consistent because they don't give up. I was listening to GoPro right now at the end of the first day of GoPro. It's like all these people that were there last year, they brought them up to stage, a certain amount of people that are now made more than $1 million in their business for the year. Okay. So there's different levels, there's different stages. Someone who makes, one of the holy grail of business and network marketing back in the days was to be a six-figure income earner. What does that mean? Is that you make more than 100,000, right? Not 99,000, you make 100,000 plus. That means six figures, right? It was to make $100,000. Okay. Now, the next step to that is to make between $100,000 and $1 million. And then after that is to make more than $1 million a year. Some of these network marketers make $1 million a month. So it's a very lucrative career. It's a really lucrative thing. But, the holy grail back in the days was to be a six-figure income earner, $100,000 a year, right? And now they were able to pass on to the stage different people that were at GoPro last year. They were doing their business. They've been doing their business for 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, whatever. They made more than $1 million. So they went up to speak. So think about it this way. Last year, these people had not yet made $1 million a year doing this business. But now they finally got there. And the point of what I'm saying is that they've been around 8 years, 7 years, 5 years, 6 years, 10 years. What is the goal? I mean, what is the moral of the story here? One of the things that they said is that don't give up. Be consistent. Believe in God, believe in yourself, have faith. Thank you, team. Thank you, family. Thank you, my spouse. Thank you, my coaches. Thank you, my uplines, my downlines, everybody. Grateful. Nothing but gratitude. But think about it this way, more than $1 million a year. What would you be able to accomplish and do with that money? For other people, for the world, for the poor, for humanity, for children, for foster homes, for hospitals, recovery centers. It's not only about you, right? It's about helping. And if you want to spend it on you and just you and your family, then that's fine. Do whatever it is that you want with your money. Do whatever it is that you want with what you earned. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Yesterday we talked about poor mentality, that money is the root of all evil. No, money's not the root of all evil. Maybe your greed is the root of all evil, but we can't live a life where we depend and need other and like we need to be bothering others for us to be okay. What kind of life is that? That's more of a problem. If you actually have something beautiful to offer to society, or you have a gift for people, or you can help out people with your money, great. You're helping out others instead of just like asking for help all the time. So it's actually a good thing to be able to have your money so you can help the world, help your family, help others. Security. But the point is, like, it was just amazing to see these people go up. Last year they were not making $1 million. They took their business to another level, start making $1 million a year minimum, right? So they're already on another level and they're grateful. But they say, all of them say the same thing: don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your dream. Don't give up on your goal. So here we go, guys. How willing are you to go through all the trouble that you need to go? And what I'm telling you is that, oh, it's not about you have to invest thousands or hundreds. Look, the money we invest in network marketing, it's very little. The money that we put into building our business is very little. I joined the first month I joined, I made all the money that I spent joining and more, right? I got lucky, I got blessed, I got a really good month in the first month that I joined my business, and I was able to earn that first month. I was able to earn all the services that I sell for free. So I don't pay for my services anymore. I get them for free because I was able to earn them, right? That's just an example, right? I took off running, I took off a good course, I was blessed, I'm grateful, right? That worked out for me. So whatever money I invested, it's already done. I already got it back and more, and all the services, which is tons of money, right? Tons of money that people spend for these services, and we do it at such a wonderful, comfortable price. But again, that's not what this video is about. I'm happy to go over all those details with you on a different time. But the point is that the money that we spend, instead of like having a building that your business is in, where you have to pay rent, when you have to pay employee, when you have to pay a certain amount of taxes and insurance and liabilities, and deal with rents and deal with landlords, right? And deal with maintenance and deal with issues, right? And what if your business is slow? How do people survive? This is where they lose everything, where they put when they take out a mortgage on their house, a second mortgage, when they do all these kinds of things, right? In order for them to survive, in order for them to be okay and push their business, and they don't want to give up. And it's so hard. And it's so hard for them to survive. But all you got to do is invest time, work your business part time, invest a little money to join, or invest a little money to buy product. Depends whatever your company in. Talk to people, share with people, do a little studying and learning the skills that it takes. I'm not going to tell you that it's easy. You know why it's not easy? Because it's all psychological. The biggest investing that you need to do when you start your own business is here: mindset. Because you have the poverty mindset that we talked about yesterday. You're not willing to make the changes and to stick with it. You're not hungry enough because you probably have a job. So you're used to getting your check every week or every 2 weeks. You work and you see the money and you know they're going to pay you. Otherwise, what's going to happen if somebody doesn't pay you? Well, you sue. So you have that security. It's just a fake security in your mind, allowing you to feel comfortable, but in the end, you're going to get sick of it. What happens if one day you just want to quit your job, but you don't because you can't? Why can't? Because you need to survive, because you will end up homeless, because you will lose everything. What if you're not only worrying about yourself and you got a spouse and kids now? Now you got other people depending on you. So if you hate your job, I'm sorry. You're going to have to do your job, because otherwise you're not going to get money to pay the rent and have food on the table, or have shelter, or give your kids all those things that they ask you for, right? Or enjoy the pleasures of life. So that's how people get stuck in a cycle. And then they get credit, and then they ruin their credit because they don't even know how to manage their credit, because they have no wealth education. They don't get that in school, right? So those are the cycles that we are living as human beings. Those are the mistakes that everybody's got to go through. Everybody's got to face the music. The fact that, what the hell am I doing in my life? And why do I have to spend so much time at work and make little money? And how can I really enjoy myself? And then they're drinking, then they're using substances or drugs, then there's problems in the relationship, they're not spending enough time, they're not taking care of their health. There's a lot of consequences that come from the life that we live at work, right? And the time that we actually get for ourselves. The money is not worth it. Time is money, and you have no time. So it's like you have no money. That's why people are looking, especially now with the pandemic. A lot of things opened up and people are trying to do their own thing. They're investing, they're hustling, they're selling things, reselling, they're looking out for business, they're working offline, they're using social media. Right now is the time. But look, this has been happening already. Life has been shifting this way, and it's going to continue to shift, and it's going to continue to change. So we have to keep up with it. But this already was happening. So all of us that have businesses on the side, this whole time where people lost their jobs, hey, I was furloughed. I was laid off from my job, my corporate job. I was laid off for a few months. And guess what? I was able to build two businesses while I was laid off. I was able to help my wife build her business and train her people while I was laid off from work, from my corporate job. For $80,000 a year salary, next thing you know, COVID hits and you lose your job. Luckily, they call me back like, hey, you want to come back, reopen the business, do this, do that. Hey, I'm happy. I'm happy to come back, right? I love what I do. But guess what? I'm always building a business on the side because you never know what can happen. So you have to have plan A, plan B, plan C. I'm also an investor, so I invest. Perfect. That's things that I do in my pastime. Instead of just like, watching TV, I'm also gonna invest a little bit and get a little bit something, build a little something on the side. Why not? But I was willing to learn, and I was like hungry enough to do it, and I'm coachable enough to listen to what they have to say about it so I can do it right. So those are the options that we have, guys. This is what's going on in the world. You never know when your job is going to become obsolete, so you need to be willing, you need to be hungry, you need to be coachable to take you to the next level and be able to build whatever it is for you. I'm not going to come here and tell you my business is the best. I'm so I have like to talk to you guys with objectivity, that if you present me your business, I'll tell you in all honesty, this is why this sounds like a good thing, and this is why this doesn't sound like a good thing. Or, I'll ask you the sincere question, expect a sincere answer. Do you know what you love to do? Is there something that you're attracted with? Are you doing this for the right reasons? Because if you're just getting a business just to get money, then you're doing the same thing that you're doing when you should go to work. If you're going to be miserable doing your business, then it's not worth it. You need to find something that matches you, something that goes along with you, something that represents who you are. That's what life's about. That's where happiness comes in, when you love what you do. So remember, do what you love, guys. In order to do that, you need to find yourself. You need to identify yourself with what's for you, what's your thing. What do you see yourself doing? Do you enjoy it? Right? And if you're a product of the product and you're happy and you enjoy it and you're progressing and you're confident, then you're going to be able to attract other people to come and join your business as well. And that's the way things work. You can't start from the outside in. You have to start from the inside out. So don't forget, guys, whatever it is that you're trying to do, education, a new job, a relationship, a business, make sure that you remember that you need to be willing, you need to be real hungry, and you need to be coachable in order to succeed in whatever it is that you're trying to do. I'll let you guys go. This was my Friday live. Thank you guys for joining me Monday through Friday. I will see you guys next Monday. I really appreciate y'all. Have a wonderful weekend. We're getting close to Christmas. We're in Hanukkah right now. I send you all my best wishes, all my best blessings with all of my heart. And you guys already know that. If you want to chat, hit my messenger and we can talk about any issue that you're facing, anything that's bothering you. Maybe there's somehow, some way where I can share some words with you that can make you feel better and see some clarity. Sometimes all we need is just to talk to somebody. Maybe we'll get a little bit of answers about what we need to do next, right? So I'm happy to be there for you. Thank you guys for joining my page. If you're interested in what I do business-wise, make sure you visit winwiththecoach.com, and I'll be checking you guys out next Monday for the next live. See you guys later. Take care. Peace.